Hello everyone. Today I'm going to discuss the third question of database management system. Let's see the question. This is the question set 3. In here, there's a store called Rajapaksha Grocery and the owner of this store has decided to buy software to make his day-to-day business easier. This is the scenario, and in the first question, we have to create a database called Rajapaksha DB, but in here we have to draw an ER diagram. So let's see how I draw an ER diagram. For this purpose, I'm not using the SQL software. For this, I'm using MySQL Workbench, and I'm going to draw an ER diagram in here. File. I'm going to file and new model. And I'm going to change the name of this database. And now I'm going to draw the ER diagram in here. In the question, there are 3 tables. One is customer table and the product table and the brand table. So I'm going to draw 3 tables. In my workbench, I'm going to add 3 tables. The first one is customer table. The first one is customer table, and I'm going to add the column names also. Here I have created the table called customer and I have already added the column names. In the first one is customer registered number and I have made it as a primary key, and the next one is first name and its data type is voucher and the length is 45. The next one is last name and its data type is voucher and the length is 45, and the genders voucher and the length is 10, and contact numbers data type is voucher and the length is 10. These are the column names of this table, and the table is this is the table, the first table, customer table. And let's make the other tables true. Here I have created the 3 tables, customer, product and brand table, and I also have added the column names true. And in the product table, the product ID is a primary key, and in the brand table, brand ID is the primary key. Let's see the next question. In the third question, customers who come to this store can buy as many items as they like. The store owner says that all purchased items must be stored in database with a record. And I have to design the database accordingly to this condition. Use the ER diagram for this. In here, the customers can buy so many items. I mean, there's no limit. Customers can buy any item, any amount, and the owner wants to record those, and the owner wants to store these data in the database, and that means I have to create relationships between those tables. Let's see how I create these relations. According to the owner, a customer can buy so many items. I mean, so many products. Because of that, there's a relationship between this customer table and the product table. The relationship is one-to-many relationship. A customer can buy so many products. There's a one-to-many relationship. And a product, when we get the opposite of that, one product can be can be purchased by so many customers. I mean, one product can be purchased by so many customers, and here there's a one-to-many relationship between product and the customer, and also the opposite of that. Because of that, there's a relationship many-to-many. Because this both has one-to-many relationship and that converts to a many-to-many relationship, and I'm going to make these tables many-to-many relationship, and this is the relation we use to show the many-to-many relationship. And I have created another table by making these two tables as many-to-many relation. And the customer in the customer table, customer register number is act as a foreign key, and in the product table, the product ID is act as a foreign key. And I'm going to remove the primary keys, and I'm added an ID because this to avoid from data duplication, I'm using an ID, and I have changed the data type to int, and I'm making this as a primary key, and I'm making this as auto increment. This is the customer has product table, and these are the two foreign keys from these two tables, and I have made an ID, a new ID to avoid from the data duplication, and I have made this ID as the primary key. So there is a many-to-many relationship between these two tables. And when we take brand and the product table, when we get a one brand, in one brand there are so many products that related to this one brand, and in the opposite of that, when we get a product, there's only one brand. So in here we have a one-to-many relationship, and I'm making this as one-to-many relationship. And here's the many side, and this is the one side, and this is the one-to-many relationship between product table and the brand table. So this is the relationship between those tables, and I have made those relationship, and I have already discussed the question number 3. So thank you everyone for listening.